Good evening, guys, and welcome back to F1 Total Miami, Round 8, Division 2. With me, PC William Felix as well.
Hello, everyone.
So after the chaos yesterday, with a surprisingly big gap from P1 to P2, can we expect the same or less chaos? What do you think?
I would say less chaos. I mean, the higher you go in divisions, the more you think the guys will be able to handle street circuits. But I'm very interested to see how Flavors gets on today. After his amazing win yesterday. One of the most dominant drives we've seen, for sure this season, but also just in general in F1 Total. So now at division higher, we'll see if he can replicate a performance like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Certainly a driver to look out for among the usual suspects, of course, the likes of Cheeseburger, Sean, Pinky, Gabri, our four main championship protagonists, Kuko, always a driver to look out for as well. Bobodinho has got strong qualifying pace. I don't need to go through all the names. You know who races in Division 2. You know who's up there. Phantom should be joining us as well soon. We've got a 15-car grid for this race.
And Old Y. Boring again. No way. Excellence first.
So first car out on the track. He's Akuzin. Yesterday I believe the pole time was a 26.4 by Pix. So
Okay.
I think 25 probably is going to be the pole time today. You would think Division 2 will go a little bit faster.
Normally they do. But if we see where Pix again with Austria going in one freeze, so anything's possible.
Yeah, it's definitely not out of the question that Pix could also just have qualifying pace to also be at the front in Division 2, but normally you'd think that Division 2 is a little bit faster, so I also have not driven Miami, so I don't really have much of a reference in terms of lap times.
Game.
Yeah, so I've got no clue if the 26.4 is like really good, okay, bad. I just know it was pole yesterday, that's the only reference I have. So we'll have to wait and see throughout this qualifying session what sort of times people put in. And yeah, Akuzin now through the first, through the S section for the first time in this qualifying session. First driver going around.
10 seconds.
I think he's abandoned the lap. Yeah, Akuzin not continuing there, wasn't happy with the first sector. And instead we can now go on board with Gilles Valentine. He's the next one on the push.
I think it's
Gilles Valentine there with a 102.4 after the middle sector. Well, a quick look at next car, which is Edwin with 101.9. So Edwin about half a second faster than Gilles Valentine. As Gilles Valentine is heading towards the final corner of the lap, this hairpin. Very tricky on traction on the exit. You can see him being careful on the throttle. Now down to the line, Gilles Valentine. The first benchmark in the session is a 127.494. We'll see what Edwin is going to put in. Right behind him, that's a 126.886.
Maxi is up next, 1:27.6. David Fiesberg at 1:26.2.
And we've already beaten the Division 3 pole position time.
20. As well.
Bob Bodinho coming down to the line along with one of the Williams, I believe. There are no Williams in this race. Bodinho third fastest. Next one is Gabri at 1.4 middle sector. Is quite decent, I think. And that's a 26.363. That's third place for him, as Pinky is currently in second place.
Pix is next.
And Pix goes fourth fastest, immediately beats his time from yesterday, 26.389. On his banker. Pix with strong pace.
It's close. 1 to 4, 1/10.
Very close up there, yeah. Papdog 7th fastest. Two Ferraris and Flavors going around at the moment. And first over the line out of that group is Sean.
Yeah.
A 101.9 middle sector, so that's half a second off, I believe, what Gabri had. Flavors 102.7, even further off.
Only 6.8. Yeah, 26.
Flavors only
7.6. Cuckoo.
Cuckoo then through the final corner. Let's see if he has got the pace to be up there. Over the line there, that's a 26.345, and that puts him between Pinky and Gabri. Third position for Cuckoo, an all-Italian, second row of the grid right now.
Top 5 or within a 10th. 1.5.
Flavors 2.5 tenths up in the first sector. He's gone for another lap straight after.
Oh, see.
Despite being completely empty on EIS. I think it's a 0 point something, so 0.8. So he can finish this lap if he wants to, but he's so out of EIS. I'm not sure there's much time gain, even if he had a horrible lap earlier.
Anymore.
And now the lap isn't validated anyway.
And it's a war.
He still would have been up actually, even though he was already backing off. So there's a lot of time to be found in Flavors' lap time for sure. Akuzin is going around again.
Messy lap.
Yeah, a little tap on the barrier there. It's a 102.6 middle sector. Now, burning all take all the way down to the hairpin. Braking at about 130 meters right under that DA trailboard. And down towards the line for Akuzin. That is going to be a 127.657. And that puts him about half a tenth behind Maxi and Flavors into P13. There's Phantom.
Yeah, man. Good. Halfway through quality. At least he has time for put in a lap now. Not like. Yesterday was 2 stop for pretty much everyone. Do you think the 1 stop is possible?
Yeah,
yes,
that was a safety car that sort of created the 2 for everyone. Like lap 3 or 4, so there was a few guys that stayed out on mediums, most went for a double hard in the end. Or something like that. But a 1 stop is definitely possible, it's a stretch. So it could be a case of Some drivers going one, some
Maxi
drivers going two, as
validated.
Maxi hasn't validated his run through the S section.
Edwin's next.
Currently down in 8th. But he's only 18 thousandths off Sean.
So 1 second, one,
So
1
even
and a
a very
half
small
tenths.
improvement can get him up the field. Bobadunho starting his push lap as well now. And after the first sector, Bobadunho is up by 4 tenths.
Edwin's faster by 3
Bobadunho
tenths
in the
sector
fight for
2.
pole position. Edwin then through the last corner. Currently 8, improving on his previous best. Should move up the field quite a bit. And
26.
that puts him into
4.
6th position, 26.494. The thing is, Bobadunho now coming towards the sector 2.
Outriding.
He's still up by 4 tenths, he's up by even more, 6
One
tenths. Bobadunho very much on course for a new
One.
fastest lap time in the session. 26.2 to beat, he has a 26.6. So that's going to put him about 2 tenths clear if he matches his previous sector 3, we'll see. So right happened so far, and the exit was good as well. That's the only corner in that sector. So we think Bobadunho is about to go to the pole position. Yes, he is. 26.057 provisional pole for Bobadunho by just under 2 tenths.
Okay, slow. Fixes.
Getting a nice toe there from someone, but now he might have
Wait,
a
what?
run into
Anyway.
the corner, and he's no longer getting a toe, instead getting blocked. And that was Akuzin. Flavors 8 tenths gain in the first sector. Cuckoo 3 tenths down. Gabi back into the pits, didn't improve on this one. Pablo just went over the line, improved to a 28.7, up into 8th.
Kufu down by 10th. 1.13.
Edwin out of fuel, rolling back to the pit lane. It's Valentine and validated, then it's a Mercedes of Bazooka who's coming up to the line, followed by the Ferrari of that's Cuckoo.
Yeah.
Bazooka then no lap time so far, and his first lap of the session puts him 13th.
Kufu goes second.
As Cuckoo goes second fastest, 26.166. Then we have Flavors over the line, 1.2 seconds up after the middle sector, and that's a 26.413 at the line, and that puts him 7th, right ahead of his teammate Edwin.
Sean.
Sean gaining 4 tenths.
But
Also
still
looking
5
to get
tenths
involved in
behind
that fight in front of the field.
Bobadunho.
A bit deep for the last corner. Definitely a 10 or so lost to there. And Sean pits.
Pablo was next. Then
I would have thought with how much he's up by, he's definitely going to finish
He
that
was
lap,
5
but
tenths
Pablo now
behind
last
Bobadunho.
it should be an lap, right?
Maxi in. Well.
Maxi on a slow lap back to the pit lane. Bazooka on a slow lap. Cuckoo should be on the slow lap as well. Yep.
Well, it's second
I think at
one.
the moment we actually don't have anyone pushing.
No, we don't. Well.
So then, coming to the last lap of qualifying, Akuzin coming to the line already, as most of the other drivers are still in the pit lane, or only just now coming out. The other driver out on track with him already is Gabri. Akuzin at the moment the last of the drivers who have pulled a lap in. He's only 30 thousandths behind Bazooka though. So there's a Ferrari coming up the pit right ahead of him. Who does a good job letting him through.
Yeah.
Slowing down in the pit exit still. And Akuzin now has a clean run all the way down throughout the rest of the lap. And that is turning in a bit too early. And the lap will not count for Akuzin. We can put our focus towards Gabri then as he starts his probably last push lap in this session. Currently 5th position for our championship leader. But it's fairly close. A pole position definitely out the question for him, and he could use another good result after a string of poor form as of recent. After the great start of the season he had, he's still the championship leader thanks to that, well, amazing start of the season he had. The last 4 races, 5 if you include the sprint, he's been off the podium. 81 thousandths gained in the first sector for Gabri. So, a good start on the lap already. Burning lots and lots of overtake down into the slow section. You'll gain a lot of EAS back here, so it makes sense. Really aggressive now over the curbs and the track limits.
Yep.
And let's see, after the middle sector. Was that a good one for Gabri? Yes, it was. 3 tenths up. This could put him ahead of Pobodinho, yes. Although he is now low on EAS. Very late on the brakes. Does he get it stopped? Yes, he does. And Gabri through the last corner, down to the line. Is that enough for provisional pole position? I think it was.
It's not.
Not quite. 26.147 running out of EAS throughout the last sector cost him. It is only 2nd place. Still a very, very good lap by Gabri to put himself right in the front. But now everyone else can answer, and we'll see how far up the field they go. Sean up by 2 tenths in the first sector. Akuzin has gone again as well. Maxi starting his lap now. Sean needs to hope that those guys ahead of him start their laps fast enough that it don't become an issue for him, because there is a big group of cars warming up for their laps not too far ahead of him.
Oh, Sean!
Oh, Sean is crashed! Second in the championship, turns in too early for that Mickey Mouse chicane, goes into the barrier of the front left tire, and just swipes it clean off, and that's the end of his qualifying. He will be starting from, at best, 10th position, likely to go down even further.
Akuzin was 12.
Cheeseburger has also crashed now in the first sector. Spinning out through the S section, I imagine. Next over the line is Maxi, who is 1.5 tenths down. Following him is Pix, who's a 10th up. Gabri lets Maxi pass nicely. Maxi with a good last corner, currently 11th.
And where did it?
Valdez at the last possible moment. He wasn't improving anyway, but unnecessary that. Pix over the line then, currently 6th. Where's he going with this? He stays in 6th even though he does improve. Bazooka over the line, and a whole group of cars close behind him. Bazooka up by 3 tenths, and he's gonna go into P12.
Flavors goes third.
Flavors goes third.
Edward goes third. Cuckoo and Valde
over the line didn't improve. We're looking for Cuckoo and Valde. We're looking for Pinky, who's one of the last cars over the line. That was Pub Dog, who doesn't improve. Up next, Gilles Valentine, and he is followed by one of the Red Bulls, that would be Akuzin. Gilles Valentine stays where he is, Akuzin stays where he is, and Pinky is the last over the line.
No.
So much for that. No improvement by Pinky, he's starting down in 7th. And that concludes qualifying here in Miami. Bobo Dino is your pole sitter, a 26.057, followed by Gabri, 26.147. And look at how close that is from second to fifth.
No?
13 thousandths from Gabri to Edwin, 5 thousandths from Edwin to Flavors, 1,000 from Flavors to Kuko, and even then we keep going. 60 thousandths from Kuko to Cheeseburger, 23 thousandths from Cheeseburger to Pinky, 30 thousandths from Pinky to Pix, then it's half a second to Pop Dog. Sean Moore rounds the top 10, followed by Maxi in P11, and then I'm not sure what the rest of the grid was. We'll have it up in a moment.
I did not expect the Iron to be third and fourth. Crazy.
There we go. Bazooka in 12th position, followed by Akuzin in 13th, and Jules Valentine, the last of the drivers, set a lap time in 14th, with Phantom not putting a lap in at all, starting from back of the field. So a reverse 1-2 for Kick Sauber. Great qualifying for Alpine, P3 and 4.
Damn. I did not expect that, but
also a very good position for Gabri to be in, because
yeah.
He is up in second place, he is fighting at the front. His championship rivals, Cheeseburger is 6th, Pinky is 7th, Sean is 10th. So then, on to the grid, driver setting strategies, fuel loads, maybe some last minute setup changes that you can still do on that Park of May. I'm guessing it will be a similar story to what it was in Division 3, where the entire field started on mediums. Just keeps your options open nicely, especially on a track like this, where it's a little bit borderline if you do a 1 or 2 stop. I think the 1 stop is a faster option, but if you have too much wear, you have to go for the 2 stop. Just that simple.
Also, it's maybe.
So it will depend on how well the drivers are able to manage the tires.
It's fast as something can happen. We just saw it with Sean and Cheeseburger, so. Also, track limits is everything around this track, especially the chicane. If you cut it, it's over.
Yeah, I've seen people get instant 3 seconds there as well without even taking too much of a cut. It's a very strict flat chicane with the white line, but you gain so much from taking the risk, so...
It's the thing. Is it worth it to...
A big risk versus reward that chicane, especially because there's a overtaking zone coming up right after it, so it's crucial to be close to there.
You can play it if you have one warning, just cut it and risk it, but is it worth it? That's the thing.
I mean, there are sections like that. One I can think of right off the top is the old Abu Dhabi triple chicane, where you would also take the absolute piss on track limits and take a lot of risk. But you didn't need to do it in the race, because it didn't matter if you were close through there. There was no overtaking spot coming up. But that's different here in Miami, because the best overtaking spot is into the last corner, and that's right after that chicane. So it's very crucial.
Sean and Phantom Hearts.
Interesting. Both of them, of course, drivers would want to be much further up the field, and are starting from the back, so they're trying to do something different to get their race back into order and make sure they can get towards the front.
Okay, honestly, I'm not surprised by Phantom. If he's on Hearts, he's always doing something different.
So then Bobolino lining up on the outside for turn 1, Gabri on the right hand side on the inside for the first corner. Followed by the 2 Alpines. Edwin ahead of Flavors. Who's going to end up leading to the turn 1? Miami always a track that has some excitement on the first lap. Here we go. The 5 red lights are on. We are ready for the race start. It's lights out, and away we go. Not a big wait at all there. and Bobodinho got away very well and is clear of Gabri down towards turn 1.
Yes.
That is Edwin and Flavors side by side and battling though as Flavors has jumped his teammate onto the podium spots of the line. In behind, all calm at the first corner. I didn't see any wings flying or anything like that.
No, nothing.
As we settle into a rhythm.
No.
Battle still happening in the midfield. Phantom already up to 12th, but under attack from Akuzin behind. Was looking up the inside there. Phantom takes a very wide line, but gets a... Oh, stuck on the curb there on the outside. And Akuzin has completed the move back ahead of Phantom. Takes very close to Papdog there in the duel for 7th. But not close enough to make a move, and they all start to settle into a rhythm now. Oh, and there's a wing off for Edwin.
No way!
Edwin tapped the barrier on the entry to the chicane on the right hand side, and his winglet has fallen off. And Cheeseburger is gonna maybe take advantage of that immediately. He's very close behind him, but not quite close enough for the move.
So far, Bobodinho is
With
maybe
a great first lap, looking to break DRS to Gabri. Gabri's gonna have to get a bit of a move on, I would say, to make sure he stays in the second and doesn't risk losing contact with Bobodinho as Cheeseburger sends up the inside on Edwin through the first corner and takes 4th place in this Grand Prix. Kuku having to keep an eye on his mirror because Papdog is right there. Papdog looking racy on this opening lap.
The Ferris is out of the S already.
Yep, he missed the DS detection point. Now Cheeseburger has got the car ahead of him in a very vulnerable position. The problem for him is that Gabri and Bobodinho can use this to get away. Cheeseburger with a very good start in this race so far to already be up into 4th. 2 places gained in the first 2 laps. And unless Flavors can get himself back into the DRS range of Gabri, which it looks like he actually has done. Yep, he has done. Edwin
is out
in the
of
meantime has
DRS.
lost DRS Cheeseburger now, but of course with his wing damage, it's also going to be a tough task to stay with them. Kuku will surely look to take advantage. Cheeseburger is close behind Flavors, they're both low on
And he's going
DRS.
to
Kuku
move.
is making DRS passing Edwin. Cheeseburger looking up the inside and the hairpin.
Flavors makes a mistake.
Flavors goes deep, and that is a ticket for Cheeseburger to slip through on the inside and take the podium spot.
Edwin. Papdog rein, Crash! Papdog raus. Safety car. Oh, no,
That's a
easy.
virtual safety car, it looks like. Papdog stopped in the wall out of all of the last corner. I didn't see what happened, unfortunately.
I didn't get I think I got everything, but Edwin and Papdog were kind of I got stuck into each other and went left into the
Very
wall.
unfortunate for Papdog's race to end so early.
Pinky has swing
Especially
damage
since
as
I think he
well.
was doing quite easily.
Pinky has swing damage as well from that. I think.
Yeah, he's missing the front right end plate. You see now neutralizing the race, but I think we're about to go again because people are accelerating. Oh no, the delta is quite slow, or quite fast, sorry, through.
Oh,
Straight
back
maybe.
up.
Oh no, there we go, DRS enabled right as they come into the corner. Horrible
she's
timing
progress.
for them all. Kukra
Why
has
is
had a
it
good
back?
restart, he's on the back of Flavors now.
Cheeseburger as well in Gapi.
Cheeseburger burning a
Gapi
lot of overtaking cars.
defensive.
Look up the inside into the hairpin. Gabri covers it off. Cheeseburger then tries to switch to the
Hits
outside.
back and
Only
makes it
contact on the
through.
exit. And that contact
Oh, no.
is Gabri enough for Cheeseburger to just fly right past him.
Now the count back from Gapi. No. And with that, Cheeseburger is second, but nearly out of the S range again.
Yes, Bobodinho can try and use this now Cheeseburger with a very aggressive move gives him an opportunity to break DRS to him.
But great pace for him.
I think Cheeseburger is just
Yes,
about
he
going to
is.
pull off to stay in DRS range. Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Kuka with a full load of battery right
And Garvey
up
comes
Flavor's
back.
ass. Cheeseburger's out of ERS. Does he have anything to fight against with here with Gabri? He's still there on the inside brakes. As late as he dares, gets the car stopped for the corner just about, and stays ahead of Gabri. But Cheeseburger is throwing absolutely everything he has into this fight. All the battery.
Und
Schaummel and
Pass Maxi.
Maxi are fighting through the chicane. Unorthodox spot for a battle. But they actually made it work. Both of them coming out of that one alive, although Sean has lost the ERS to Edwin. As Max is
Maxi
going to come
comes
right back
back.
at him.
Does he?
And
And
Phantom
she's
staring at them from behind, looking for a way to get past them both, as he's definitely losing time here. As Maxi with the DRS gets past Sean, Phantom switching inside,
Phantom
outside,
tries.
not finding a gap anywhere, but Sean goes a bit deep and invites Phantom in.
no.
Now though, with a
Not
great
so bad.
exit, he does clear him.
And Cheeseburger is right
A
behind
bit of a
Sprodinho
top six
again.
group is formed here. Pinky and Edwin, of course, with the wing damage, struggling to stay in DRS. So
I
it looks
don't know,
like
with a few seconds.
Akusen gets his first 3 second
Oh,
penalty.
Garvey gets past
Looks like Boborino,
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger, Gabri, Flavors, Kuka and Pix are going to form our
Garvey low in the
front
ERS.
running train this time around. And Cheeseburger is leaving him
No.
just about
Ooh.
enough space to keep one car on the tarmac on the white line, and Gabri uses that minimal space to perfection and goes right around the outside. A beautiful battle that was.
And already, it's amazing. And it gets us nearly a second again. Fast is gone. Because the ERS.
And Cheeseburger's gonna try and come back at Gabri here into the last corner. Sends it up the inside. Is he gonna get that stopped? No.
Yes, but
Gabri switchbacks him,
no.
but doesn't get the traction he needs. Cheeseburger is ahead.
Now comes Flavors.
But now
and
Cheeseburger
Garvey.
has firmly lost the ERS to Boborino. And here comes Flavors with the attack on Gabri. Gabri's got the inside line, but he slides on the braking, goes into the back of Cheeseburger, loses momentum. But he does go around just enough Flavors through the entry into the ERS section. It's now Kuko looking for the attack on Flavors in turn. But nothing doing into the ERS section. These guys are really going for it. You don't see
Yeah.
that so often, especially in the first end of a race, that people are
That's the thing.
fighting this much, like all out. Normally they're a lot more tactical about trying to stay in the as the leader, but
But honestly,
looks like that's been thrown out the window today.
we need this. Because Garvey is still leading the championship, and he lost the car on the
Still-
braking.
Oh, Gabri.
we need this fight. And it's amazing to watch.
Now Kuka with a big moment as well. I think they are starting to struggle with tire wear already.
They were sliding over.
See, most of them are having quite a few slides.
Cheeseburger is
and,
back in the
corrections.
ERS again. Amazing.
Crazy. Cheeseburger has got so much pace. I mean,
In the second
he
sector.
couldn't have burned any ERS to do that. He didn't have any. That's just pure pace
In the second sector, yeah. I think Boborino plays it
to
safe
drive
in
right back
sector
up to the
2.
back of Boborino like that. Like it's nothing.
Bazooka gets
Now
past
he's
Maxi.
so...
Where's 2?
That's Maxi and Bazooka. The duel for 11th here. Sean has gotten past Edwin for 8th. Bazooka looking up the inside down towards the first corner. They bang side pods. Actually still there on the inside. Bazooka swoops around the outside.
Oh, loses the car.
Takes P12 and here comes Akusin.
Akusin on the
Around
outside.
of Maxi
Oh,
and
crash.
to the side of Bazooka. And Akusin has gone into the wall.
And
It's a
that's a safety
full-course
car.
safety car. Akusin tried to squeeze himself into that gap. Made contact. Bazooka's car oversteered from it, and from then they were both passengers. And that's the end of Akusin's race, unfortunately. And this safety car is at quite an interesting time because
Ooh, I guess now it's
I
two
don't
stops.
think it's possible
Two
to go to
stops.
the end.
No, it's not.
Possible maybe, but
22 left on the hearts. Even though,
I'm
even
sure
with
if you
safety
gave
car,
this stretch like a Yano up, make it
Kuku gone
work.
off.
But I don't think it's possible
Kuku
for
locked up.
what the fuck, Kuku, for a normal driver to go to the end from here. So it actually works out not that terribly for Phantom and Sean either, as
I think
they are in the same position
Kuku's
as everyone
broken.
else. They won't make the end from this pit stop.
Oh, guys.
It's also a bit of a tough situation here for Pinky, for Edwin and for Kuko, and for Jules Valentine. They're all gonna have quite a big, a bad double stack behind the teammate. I mean, there should be absolutely everyone into the pit lane now. There's no reason to stay out.
Even Sean and Phantom, I have to.
Well, it's gotta be going so slowly. And
unfortunately,
yeah,
I
entire
switched the
field
camera right at
coming
the
into the
wrong
pits.
point. So it's not... That's Kuku. Why lock up?
Robert
No.
News kept the lead ahead of Cheeseburger. Gary in third. Flavors fourth. Then Pigs. Let's see who comes on the pit lane in P6.
Phantom on mediums
Sean.
now. Channels.
Phantom has jumped up into 7th. Then it's Edwin, Maxi, Kuko, Jules Valentine. Pinky's down in 12th. I think he had to do a double stack and a wing change.
Yeah.
And then Bazooka in 13th. So that's pit stop from everyone at the same time has actually changed the order quite a bit. Not in the front, but in the midfield. And Sean and Phantom are now in a very interesting spot. The only ones running on the mediums. And I think everyone has got one more stop to make. They just won't make the end on those tires. We saw how much the guys were struggling yesterday on tire wear. Of course, the safety car will be out for another lap or two, so I think end of lap 9, end of lap 10 will go racing. But that's still about 20 race laps on the hard to do, which is a huge stretch.
What's my question? Can Cheeseburger do the same pace on the hard?
I guess safety car should be coming in this lap. Everyone is caught up. As for Mourinho and Cheeseburger are swapping places and actually banging wheels there as well.
I think someone's eager to race again, and it's not Mourinho.
Gabri is also aggressively weaving, so he's actually, I imagine, struggling to get any temperature into those tires. You can see him going left to right, even in the corners, absolutely everywhere. The safety car has not been called in yet.
Ah, no.
Ah, there we go. Perfect timing. Papouliou looks like he's going to wait as long as he possibly can. The safety car is entering the pit lane now, so you could decide to go if you wanted to. We'll see what the strategy is. Entering the last corner now. Still not going just yet. Still waiting. Still waiting.
Now he goes.
And now he's
With
gone.
free spin.
And he has caught Cheeseburger somewhat off guard. Cheeseburger not in a position to attack him into the first corner.
It's
Phantom is on the back of Sean.
First, overtake Sean. Mixed stick.
And a great move by Phantom up into 6th position.
Gabriel gets past Cheeseburger. No, side by side. No. He's behind.
These two are having quite the battle today.
Yeah.
Papouliou using that to his advantage. He's gone clear of them. And Phantom looking to continue his charge on those fresh mediums. Slipstreaming on the back of Pigs. And looking for the outside line into this Mickey Mouse section. And he swoops around the outside to the inside for the next part, and that is the position for Phantom up into 5th.
Sean
And there
has
comes
the same.
making his way through as well. Follows Phantom through. Gabriel struggling to keep up with Cheeseburger. Almost out of DRS range to him. But other than Papouliou right now, we've got the entire field in one train. No one more than a second away from the kind of them outside of Cheeseburger to Papouliou. Kuko with a run on Maxi down towards the first corner, and Kuko will take the inside line. Brake as late as he can. Textbook move by Kuko up into 9th.
Cheeseburger all out of DRS range von Gabriel, and he caught up to Papouliou. He's in DRS
He
range.
gets caught up. He is in DRS range here.
And out of Gabriel.
I think Gabriel might have missed out on it.
Yeah, amazing.
Yep, DRS for Cheeseburger, no DRS for Gabriel. And now Flavors will close in, and with Gabriel having absolutely no ERS left, Flavors will take 3rd place in this race. Or will he? No, he won't. At least not yet. But he's surely gonna try again. As Pinky now gets past Maxi. Or does he? They are side by side.
Yeah, just
Still side by side.
Yeah.
Pinky pulls through on the inside into the chicane.
Picks on Sean.
Flavors burning overtake. And Flavors getting passed up into 3rd.
And picks on Sean. Yeah. Cheeseburger caught up. I'm amazed.
He's all over Papouliou now. Cheeseburger is looking incredibly quick today.
Both the same years. So
And Cheeseburger used all of this to battle Gabriel, so he was recharged in the last lap or so.
but he's higher than
Not in a position to make a move
Papouliou.
yet. We're definitely getting closer to an attack from Cheeseburger.
Yeah.
The medium's already starting to show signs of wear. Sean is struggling to keep up with Pigs, Phantom is struggling to keep up with Gabriel.
Edwin,
And a
10 seconds.
10-second penalty to Edwin. What the hell has he done?
10 with 3 seconds.
Straight 10 seconds.
Yeah, he just went
He
went
didn't,
straight.
I don't think he gained any time really, because I didn't see him like shoot up the order or anything like that.
No.
That seems quite
Well,
harsh.
he has wing damage, but still, it's you don't cut a chicane and gain 10 seconds.
Edwin in the pit lane gets any speeding
Yeah,
penalty. I think we're about to see Edwin out the race. Yep.
It's a shame.
Great qualifying for him, and it ends like that. Rather unfortunate how Edwin's race has gone. Flavors now flying the flag for Alpine on his own, up in 3rd place right now. Looking to catch back up to DRS range of Cheeseburger and Bobo Neal.
Did you make him
They're not able to pull away right now. Cheeseburger has not been able to put a move on Bobo Neal either.
Well, because he's saving ES.
He's been
Some degree.
staring at the back of him for a while. Yeah, I'm surprised Cheeseburger didn't go for the Mindy, because he was really going for it against really everyone on his way through the field. Not really waiting for opportunities, just the first possible moment, immediately up, go for it and just send
I
it.
think now he does.
Now he's being a little more methodical. But I think now he's got him, because Bobo Neal is out of EAS and he knows that he saw the red flashing light, and he drives right past him.
Now was the
Right
question,
past
get
him.
away.
Into
Don't
the
make a
race.
mistake like that. It's very good for picks.
Picks missed the last corner completely. That's Phantom and Sean slipping through. Just about halfway through the race now, and we've got a yellow flag again, and that is
Bazooka again.
Bazooka. So the spin coming out of turn 3. That drops him down to 12th. I think he has wing damage as well, because the car is being rather lazy on turning. And yeah, he is missing the front end plate. I'm not sure if that's from that spin or if he already had the damage.
Sean, 3
That's a
seconds.
3-second time penalty for Sean.
And
It's going to hurt his race quite badly with how
Bobo
close the
Neal-
field is right now.
oh, that's got the yes. I
Yeah,
I don't know
just missed out on it.
what he's Burger does, but he's getting so much time in the second sector. With slow corners.
And now I think Flavors has got DRS.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Gabby once more is trying to keep up with Flavors now. Not a good race for Gary, it's looking like. His race pace not quite as good as his qualifying pace. Sitting in 4th, and if anything, he has to look backwards towards Phantom rather than forwards towards Flavors.
Well, still at DS. Gonna hit the wall.
Bobo very close behind Cheeseburger. He could re-overtake him, and he will. Up the inside he goes. And Cheeseburger has to let him go.
Shifting to first was Robinho.
Gabri has lost DRS to the top 3.
And Cheeseburger got
As Sean is in the pit lane already. Only 7
wide
of
to get
mediums
fast.
now. For a hard to go to the end, I imagine. Yep, Sean and Zoa hard.
Cheeseburger
undercutting
goes for the move
everyone around him.
and gets past. Oh, yeah, he does.
A lot of risk going for it through there. But it's worked out for him. He's back in the lead of the race.
Oh no, not this tight. No Flavors comes and Gabi as well maybe. Oh
Flavors has a great run on Bobolinho.
yeah,
Does he
because
have
it was
the
so
EAS
tight.
left? Bobolinho doesn't have any EAS left. This could
But
be Flavors'
goes
chance.
for Cheeseburger.
But the pure DRS puts Bobolinho back alongside Cheeseburger, not quite. He backs out from the braking zone as he wasn't significantly alongside. But it holds him ahead of Flavors.
Oh, leaves the car. Oh, it's a chance of Flavors.
And now Bobolinho's out of EAS charge and Flavors pulls alongside on the inside and ahead. Up into second place for Flavors. Bobolinho has a look back up the inside. But no.
This is an exit. Phantom holds down Gabi. We're not going to attack.
Coco swapping with kicks down the main straight up to 6th for the Italian. Sean Moore already on the back of Bazooka now after his pit stop as Bazooka heads off into the pit lane. Releasing Sean into clean air once again. He's got 5 seconds to Jules Valentine. So on those fresh tires, probably about 2-3 laps until he's on the back of him. Not sure how much faster those fresh tires are now. But it should be over a second. Bobolinho's struggling right now, you can tell. Has a bit of a moment. I think his rays are going off already. It's interesting to see how, when these guys head in for the pit stop, because Sean already did it. You would think Phantom wouldn't be going for too much longer. The hard runners, I mean, maybe some of them are going to try and make the end, but I don't think they should. Fairly certain correct strategy here is to pit. And Maxi has somehow lost loads of time. He must have had a spin or something, because he was ahead of Jules Valentine, now he's behind Sean.
I think Pix goes ahead of Phantom.
Interesting. Quite an early stop from Pix onto a American after the hards. We got a weird strategy if he's on mediums now. Yep, snuff the hards for Pix. And he comes out, yeah, well behind Sean. Maxi in the pit lane as well now. And Pix out of the pit lane. Have a look at that gap from Pix to Sean, it's about 4 seconds.
Bobolinho is empty again.
And Sean now on the back of Jules Valentine. Like you've seen Oltic happening there, Sean has got a significant tyre advantage. Does Jules Valentine try and defend, or is he just going to keep driving his own race? Sean is very low on EAS, he's going to have to force the issue if he wants to get around him here.
And
he is on the inside, he is ahead at the exit of the corner, and Sean moves up into 8th place. Now he's got 10 seconds of clean air by the time he's caught up to Pinky. Pinky should have long stopped. So Sean can now use the pace on these fresh tires to his advantage.
I think Bobolinho doesn't really that well. He knows how to save ES.
Cheeseburger's in, and so is Bobolinho. Gabri's in. Phantom is still staying out.
Amazing.
Kuko is in. Pinky staying out.
And
so it's Flavors, Phantom and Pinky who are still out on track.
Well,
Jules Valentine.
Phantom has to go 2 mediums basically now. Cause he's
also doing another lap.
Yeah, Phantom has to go 2 mediums. Because he rejoined in quali.
Oh true, because he wasn't in the lobby before qualifying. So he couldn't pick a tire. Bobolinho's got mediums as well.
And Cheeseburger comes just ahead of Valentine. That's crucial.
Oh, and that is crucial that he's gotten Jules Valentine between himself and Bobolinho. Cheeseburger now on the back of Sean. Sean has undercut the entire field. But it's not
But
going
yes,
to
3 seconds.
advantage
as
and a
well.
3-second time penalty hanging over his head, so it's going to be very tough for him to make
And
this
Cheeseburger has a full battery.
into the result. I think Cheeseburger will get him sooner rather than later, either into
Already.
here or the hairpin. He won't wait for the hairpin.
Already go strong straight pass.
With Bazooka and Maxi, they're having a battle through the S section. And continuing it into the next corner, and they bang side pods. But they come off the corner okay. So racing you want to see. Maxi pulls ahead.
For now. But Bazooka comes back with DS.
Let's see if Flavors and Phantom now respond in the pit stops. Yep, Flavors is in. Phantom is also in. Here's Pinky and Jules Valentine on the old tires. Pinky is still going. Bobardino gets past Jules Valentine. Goes deep. Gabri with a switchback slipping up the inside on Jules Valentine. Who's heading off the pit lane, and that is
Here comes
Pix.
Pix.
All of a sudden alongside Gabri on the right hand
Keep
side.
it clean, guys.
But he's not got EAS down towards turn 1, and that could be the thing that breaks his back. But no, Pix is sending it up the inside. The battle still continues.
And the touch.
As he
Got
holds
it
it around the
wrong.
outside, and Gabri goes off. He has caught it, but he rejoins the Grand Prix behind Phantom and behind
on
Kuko.
mediums. Bobardini is on mediums. I just realized. Oh, that's...
And Flavors has come out ahead of Bobardino.
And 3 seconds by Cheeseburger. Basically, yes. Kuko gets fast picks.
Yeah, the one lap that Flavor stayed out longer, he's lost that much time to Cheeseburger, and he's got Sean to contend with before he has a go at Cheeseburger. So Cheeseburger looking very, very good position for this race win.
Well, Bobardino is on mediums. That could be interesting. Phantom has to go.
In this later, I would
mediums.
imagine. Yeah, he's already struggling to keep the Flavors. In fact, he's lost the ES to him. So he's gonna have to look backwards towards Kuko. We're surely not gonna say no to that invitation of seeing Bobardino's rear wing remain closed throughout the entire straight. So he knows now Bobardino is vulnerable. But he's a bit too far back still. Maybe next year straight. Pinky, by the way, still staying out. Just point the gap down to Cheeseburger down to just 5 seconds. Still 8 laps to go. We think he's trying to go to the end.
Okay, he could. But is it worth it? Oh,
He's allowed to. I don't know
Yeah,
if he
sure.
can.
that's the thing. As Bobardino lost
It's a
the
risky
ES
strategy.
again.
Thing is, I mean, all the way down to Gabri, they will catch him,
Yeah,
I think.
absolutely.
He's not that far ahead of this group
No.
of cars. And if he pits, he'll still be ahead of Jules Valentine,
Fenton
so I
got
don't think he has
half
much
picks.
to lose by pitting. I suppose also not much to gain, because if he pits, he'll be far behind Gabri, and he probably is finishing 9th.
Yeah,
So
please.
maybe if he gambles for the strategy, he can try and defend some positions.
And
Or, you know,
Fla-
if there's a safety gun out, that'll play into his cars quite nicely.
Yeah. Flavors is catching up to Sean. Bobardino is losing to Flavors. And Garvey is barely keeping up with Pix.
Kuko looking for a move on Bobardino. Into the last corner. He goes to the inside line. Breaks his opponent. Gets a car stop at the apex. Gets a good exit. And it's clear. Once again,
I think
a
the problem
technical
for
overtake.
Bobardino is just he has no ES the whole race.
Two and a half seconds now, only the gap from Pinky to Cheeseburger. I think next lap already we'll see a lead change. And Pinky is going to become a crucial factor in this fight for the win. If he can, or if he does hold that Cheeseburger up for even a few corners, that could invite Flavors back into the fight. Then it goes the other way as well. If Cheeseburger gets around him without time loss, while some other guys maybe get stuck behind, that could seal the deal for Cheeseburger in this race.
Phantom gets closer, and overtaking Robinho. I'm amazed by how much time he loses because he doesn't have ES.
But through the slow section.
Through the whole lap.
Okay.
Flavors looks
Flavors
up.
looking up the inside on Shaw, but he's a little bit too far back.
Robinho comes back at Phantom.
Cheeseburger's now DRS range to Pinky. I think he's caught him at a suboptimal time because he's going to lose time all throughout the first sector. That could invite Sean back into DRS range and keep the fight alive.
She for full bandwidth.
The top four head onto the longest straight in the track. The DRS is enabled. And Cheeseburger
nice pass.
flying past Pinky back into the lead of the Grand Prix.
Yes,
Into
Flavors
first position,
gets
and Flavors is
past
the same to
Sean.
Sean. Flavors flying up the inside into the podium spots.
Gabi finally overtakes Pix. Oh.
Now Flavors needs to get away around Pinky before Cheeseburger is too far gone, and then we have a fight for the win. But I think Pinky has kept DRS this time around. Of course, that's good for Flavors. It means Cheeseburger isn't too far away. It's also bad for Flavors because it means he can't get around Pinky. Maybe down towards turn 1 if Pinky has a bad exit.
Yes.
Did. But Flavor sorry is low on ERS, and that could cost him here. He doesn't have the ERS to burn into the first corner. And Pinky holds on to P2 for a little while longer, but it's a matter of when, not if. Flavors gets away around him.
And
12 lap advantage is
a bit.
not really possible to overcome.
Max is still going at it, even after the stops.
At least they have something to do down at 11th and 12th,
Yeah.
while being 25 seconds away from the field. Putting on quite a show here as Bazooka's looking to go around the outside of the first corner.
Flavors
It's backing out.
gets past.
And here comes Flavors on Pinky.
A
Crucial overtake for the race for me, but Pinky holds on the inside.
No. She took off! Wins!
Completely unprovoked, Cheeseburger has thrown the race win away and he's down to 7th. He's rejoined right where Gabriel is.
No.
And that has put Flavors
Into
right on the back of
race
Pinky,
lead.
about to take the lead of the race. Flavors! But Pinky goes back up the
straight.
inside on 16 lap old hearts. He doesn't want to give this up and he's put Flavors off the track. And there comes Sean
No,
and
both Ferraris go
Kuko flying
through.
through on the inside. As Pinky now surely can't defend against the two Ferraris. Sean takes the lead, Kuko takes second, and Flavors is gonna be so pissed with Pinky here. As Phantom
gets
also
past
goes
as
off
well.
the inside.
Now it's a 5-1-2 in theory. Phantom gets past
Phantom
Pinky.
goes right past Pinky. He can't do anything against that.
Down.
And Flavors is still stuck behind him. He's gonna be so annoyed. He was in a race-winning position, and all of a sudden, just like that, one
It's over.
stupid move from Pinky puts him down to P5.
Now the field is close up again, and Cheeseburger's already behind. Already getting past Bolino again. That's very second cut.
Flavors couldn't get around Pinky, ran out of ERS
No,
too early,
on the
but Pinky
outside
now
now.
struggling for traction. Once again though, Flavors not finding a way around them. And Pinky holds on to 4th for at least a
Another
short
lap.
while longer. They're now both similarly low on ERS, but Flavors not close enough. Here comes Cheeseburger. He is right
No
back
problem.
already. And Kuku is about to take the lead of the race. Sean lets him go. He knows he has a 3-second time penalty. He's not fighting for this win. Cheeseburger sends up the instant on Flavors. Is currently going for the move on Pinky himself. And they bang wheels. And that is Cheeseburger through on Flavors. And now staring at the back of Pinky, who's lost the ES to the top 3. Cheeseburger goes up the inside. Pinky locks all 4 wheels and Cheeseburger pulls ahead.
Flavors is still behind, now we get through.
And now Flavors finally, with the switchback, gets a run on Pinky, and Pinky surely has to back out here. Oh, they make a bit of contact, and thankfully they both managed to recover the moment of oversteer. As now Bobo Dinho's gonna send it up the inside on Pinky. His tires absolutely gone. Fighting with, well, 2 arms tied around his back at this point. And here comes Gary as well. Pinky with the slipstream from Bobo Dinho, trying everything he can to hold on to all these places, but it's impossible. Gary also goes flying up into Bobo Dinho, and they make a bit of contact. Bobo Dinho goes very deep from that, and Pinky slips back through.
Right then, now 3-way fight for the win. With Sean.
Yep, Kuku, Phantom, Cheeseburger all in a position to win. Flavors unfortunately has lost the ES. And Pix gets past Pinky as well on the exit of that Mickey Mouse section.
Sean looks up.
Kuku and Sean swapping on the DS, and again, very good position for Kuku to be in right now. The only driver that can attack him at the moment is Sean, who is his teammate with a 3-second time penalty. So it seems Sean is very happy to play the team game. And,
if they don't fight, that's the
now
big thing.
Pinky pits. Now what? Pinky?
Fastest lap.
What? I get it, but he's gonna drop out the points from this. At that point he was locked into the strategy, I feel like. I think he might actually still come out in 10th and not too far behind Jules Valentine, so he might actually stay in 9th after all, which would make this make sense. Okay, yeah, he's not far behind Jules Valentine. I apologize, correct call Pinky, you lost no positions from that, and you have a fast lap pretty much guaranteed, as Maxi's pitting for hards again for some reason. The top 5 now all in one train. Flavors has caught back up. Heading into the last 2 laps of the race. Kuku leads the way from Sean, Phantom, Cheeseburger and Flavors. Gary not too far behind either. Who is going to come out on top here on the streets of Miami?
And Sean goes for the move
Cheeseburger is very low in ES, and Phantom is able to pull away down the straight. Once again the Ferrari swap.
Phantom counter? No.
Sean gets past Kuku.
But Cheeseburger will let dive!
Cheeseburger with a massive send! And he sends Kuku around! And Phantom goes in the lead of the race. Flavors will go through as well. And that is going to be Kuku down to P6. And a very questionable line from Cheeseburger, I must say. And now the battle for the win. Well, I can tell you with quite a bit of certainty that's a penalty for Cheeseburger. The battle for the win is Flavors against Phantom.
Oh no, yeah. The last 2 laps. But the cool thing is...
And Phantom, I think, has lost the ES to Sean.
Yeah, he has.
And all of a sudden, that could be the ticket for Flavors. Of course, Phantom's mediums also will be quite a bit worse by now than the hards. Can it be 2 wins in 2 days for Flavors? Is it possible? He's got 1.5 laps to go. Sean, of course, is a factor in this as well by now. Yeah. As Cheeseburger drops back, let's go back past. That's good sportsmanship at least. And Kuku with a run on Gabri. Flavors doesn't go for the move on Phantom this time.
Max gets in 6.
Maxi speeds in the pit lane. The problem that Flavors has, Sean, if Phantom slows him down too much on those old tires, he will lose the 3 seconds to Sean. And Sean could still win this race.
Maybe Gabri is the thing.
Gabri is here as well, but he's low on ES. Yeah. So many drivers now with a chance to win this race coming into the last lap of the race. We head to the last corner on the second last lap of the race. Sean Moore leads out on track with a 3-second time penalty but a 1.5 second lead. If these guys battle hard enough, this could still be Sean's race win.
Last lap, all or nothing.
And Phantom will not have DRS to him. He is
That's
vulnerable to flavors behind, very much
He
so.
has more the ES now, but Gabri is close. That's the thing.
As Bobodinho picks battle as well, picks Bunzel off road, they're coming through the intersection. Bobodinho gets up to 7th. Flavors. Is he close enough to Phantom here? Does he want to go for it here? Does he want to wait
He's
for the
low
last
on
possible
ES.
opportunity into the hairpin?
That's 53 seconds.
As Pix gets in.
Gabri is
decent
2
time
seconds
penalty.
behind. Oh, it's going close.
Yeah, but he's also already low on ES. Flavors is burning. So's Phantom. They're all already going for it here. They're not waiting for the hairpin. And
Flavors is going.
takes second place in this Grand Prix. And Phantom,
Oh no.
I think he might have pulled a blind there because he turned the ES off early. He let Flavors go. And he's going to have that ES down to the hairpin. The question is now, on these old mediums, can he stay close enough here through these slow corners? But the traction is so important. Wow, a bad exit. And that should be enough for Flavors. Even with the low ES, I think 5/10.
Oh, it's close. It's going to be super close.
We'll see. Phantom gaining. And there he comes.
Going.
But it is up the inside into the last corner of the race. Phantom goes super deep, and Flavors
Flavors
with
back to switchback.
He's gonna take the win here in Miami.
Flavors,
2
yes.
wins in 2 days. What a drive by Flavors.
Phantom. Oh, so close.
And in the end, the result reads Flavors 10th ahead of Phantom.
And
Gabri 3
Gabri.
tenths behind that. Kuko 6 tenths behind Gabri. Then Sean in 5th, 2 tenths behind Kuko. Cheeseburger half a second behind Sean. What a top 6 that is. Bobodinho brings the car home in 7th in the end with Pix in 8th. Pinky in 9th with Phil's Valentine getting the final points paying position here. And then Bazooka in 11th. Fast lap of the race currently going to Phantom. Pinky did not beat it. Max
DS.
might. I'm not sure if Max
DS.
is, yeah, of course DS is quite powerful. That's still surprising that on a fresh shot, Pinky didn't beat the fast. Maybe he had an invalidated lap or something. 'Cause he should easily be able to beat that,
Yeah. Should be.
I would think.
Oh. It's a shame for the
Max in the last
penalty.
car going into the last corner. He will finish in 12th. He might take a point fast lap if he beats the lap time that Phantom did earlier in this race. And
he does.
he does. Yes,
Does?
I think. I saw something pop up. I'm not sure if it was fastest lap or uncertain
Oh,
penalty,
it was
but
the penalty for something.
yeah, we'll see in a second when we have the result screen what the notification was.
Oh, it's.
And Flavors is a Division 2 race winner. Unbelievable stuff. And in what fashion?
After that move on
Keeping his cool
from
after that
Pinky.
incident with Pinky, coming back from it, and on the last corner, Phantom goes flying up the inside, and Flavors with a beautiful switchback. Unbelievable stuff. Gabri back on the podium as well, beating all of his main championship rivals.
Drove the Phantom, no surprise.
Well,
No,
he's farming driver of the day with his lack of qualifying. But a great drive for him, of course, starting that last. And he did keep fast lap of the race in the end. Max did not beat it.
Amazing ways. Loved it.
Unbelievable stuff.
Like, without a mistake from Sean with the 3 seconds and Cheeseburger the half spin, it wouldn't be like this. And God, I love this. But Gabri, the way he turned on the P3 is good. After that, it was slump, I guess. But Bobodinho is crazy on the 1-2-7.
Unbelievable stuff. Division 2, I think, once again, delivering in insane fashion. After Division 3 yesterday already being very much a classic, and Flavors winning in such dominant fashion in Division 3, now winning in probably the closest way I could possibly imagine.
Yeah.
at the last corner with a run down to the line. It's literally a 10 for 2 separating them at the line. Unbelievable stuff. And that is what league racing is all about. That's what we love to see in F1 Total.
Yeah, well then, I guess. I hear you in 2 weeks. I'm not there next week in London. But that, I have fun on Saturday, Felix. And the one is in January, and yeah, see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, thank you for the stream.
I hope it worked. Honestly, I'm a bit scared.
I didn't see anyone saying anything about it not
Yeah,
working, so...
but my voice is my
Good
mic
sign.
is a thing. I hope it works. Well, at least I have time until next time. So that's the thing. That's that.